Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today, this is my part 2 to how to use foils. This time we are working with gel. So we are going to be using this particular brand. It's G-A-N-E-N Nail Foil Glue Gel. This is from Amazon, and it is a foil glue that requires an LED lamp. In my previous video, I'll try and link it in the cards, but I'll pin it down below. I showed you how to use foil glue that's air dry. So let's get started. So I've already got some tips done. So I'm using all Nail Reserve. So I've got Nail Reserve Red Addict, Black Addict, Marry Me, Mythical, and then I have this Gelish brand for the silver. So I figured I'd tell you what I was using. Okay, so for the... Oh, jeez. Hang on. Okay, I had to crawl under my desk to get my tip because it went flying. I forgot I opened it. So the foil glue is a thicker consistency than a like a top coat, but it's not super thick. So I just make sure that I cover the whole thing. So I'm going to pop that into the lamp for 30 seconds. And I'm going to do this one as well. That way I can do like 2 at a time. Because my last video was like 30 minutes long. I'm sorry, I talk a lot. So hang on, I got to clean up. Okay, so this is out of the lamp now. I always wait a minute or so to let it cool off before I do anything. So for this one, oh crap, it's stuck together. We are going to do a full nail, just like the last one. I just want you guys to see what the differences are, if one works better than the other. So I put that down, and then I can go in with my silicone tool. You can use your fingers as well. Either is fine. Sometimes I'll do both. Now, I think I forgot to mention in my last video, if you're having issues with your foils, what you can do is you can get some alcohol on a little wipe and then clean the back of them. They say sometimes that will help. So I think that was for the older versions of foils. I personally haven't had issues with them. I'm just pushing down because I have a tip, so it kind of, I don't want it to come off. So it's already starting to come up. And what I do is, because I have like little lines here and some wrinkles, so I kind of just release it up so I can get the wrinkle out, and then I will lay it back down. And I don't just rip it all off, not when I'm doing a full one, because I want to make sure that I get everything. And you'll notice that because I was using a red foil, I did a red background. That way, if you accidentally miss a spot in this way, it's not so noticeable. Because it'll blend in. So see, I don't know if you can, if it's really missing, or I'll just rub, rub, rub. Just making sure I get that little crease down. So you can rub. And then see the flowers coming up. So that's why you don't want to just rub right off, because then you can make sure that you rub everything. And this one wrinkled on me quite a bit, unfortunately. But at least you get to see how to fix it. So when I'm missing this bottom part, I think I forgot to rub. Oops, coming off the nail tip. It's the only problem with doing the nail tips. If it was on a human, then it's not an issue. Okay, so I'm missing a piece here. So I'm going to put it back on and just use this side of my thumb. So I usually just have issues where the wrinkles are, but if you do this and just slowly peel it back, then you won't have an issue. Oops. Make sure my nail tip is on. There. Okay. So I don't think I've missed any spots, as you can see. So it came up quite clean. But like I said, do a complementary color underneath. That way, if you do accidentally miss something, then it is not noticeable at all. Okay, so the next type I will do is a scattered look. One sec. Okay, so the scattered look is great for this is my little baggie of leftover little bits. I save everything, and I just put them in a little baggie. Actually, this big one shouldn't belong in there. But I just kind of throw them in, like this one. I've used it a little bit. Like I've got this one I used a bit. You know, ones that I don't want to, like, that I could still get some life out of, I will save them. And then you use them. So we'll take a couple. I don't need a lot. I just kind of want to show you. So I get them off the silicone mat because they just stick. So come on. It's like, okay. So what I mean by scattered, so this has cooled down, so it's good to go. So then I just take a piece of the foil. Oh, wrong side. And that's why it didn't work. I'll go in and then kind of tap. Oops. In different areas. Just like that. So we can do some pink. This one doesn't want to stick as much. And let's go in with a little bit of gold. And then this way you're not throwing away perfectly good, still usable foils. I think it's a great way to use them up. And then I don't do the whole background because I still want a little bit of the black. This works really good on darker designs. So, and then it helps you get rid of your little bits. Okay, one sec. Okay, so now we're going to work on the silver now. So this one, actually, what I want to do is, I'm just going to put that aside because I'm going to cut some pieces up. So let's do, okay, so the next thing, I just cut a bunch of little strips and I'm just going to lay them on the nail when it's wet. So, and then I'll put it in the lamp and cure it. I want to see if it works. I don't know. And then we'll just do, oh God, they stick to my, so that's good. That's 4. I cut extras, but I don't, that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna pop this in the lamp. Hang on. Okay, so I'm just gonna see. Oh, it worked really well. Oh, that's kind of funky. I guess I didn't push it down. So it did a funky design. And there. So it's kind of cool. So if you're going to do that, then you can push it down, or I actually kind of like the way it worked. It's sticking to me though. Okay, so that's another another design. Okay, and okay, so the next one, I'm going to cut a piece of this silver holographic one. I got, this is from my Maniology box. And I'm just going to stick it on my palette. I'll just get those out of the way. So I have some color mud gel, and I'm just going to draw hopefully I'm in frame. So I'm just going to draw some leaves. And let's do another one here. It doesn't have to be perfect, because mine sure isn't. And then I'm going to do one more. So I'm just going to do some little lines. So it looks like a leaf, kind of, sort of. Okay, it's good enough. It'll give you a good idea. If I was going to do it on somebody, I'd probably be a little more patient and do that. Okay, so I'm going to pop that in the lamp. I'll be right back. Okay, and then I'm just taking some Aurora type powder. I'm just going to and get some on. And I'm kind of going on the black. I saw this on Instagram, and I'll try and remember the lady. I think she's European because it's not English, so I'm not sure. So now I'm just taking some foil glue. Just going to put it on the side of my palette. Oh, I guess I shouldn't have done that because I'm going to pop that in the lamp. But now I am going over top of my leaf. And just fill it in. And I'll just do there. So there. Okay, I'm gonna wipe this off just because I don't want it to cure. Okay, and I'll pop that in the lamp. 1 sec. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is it should wonder if I have, she peeled them off, so I don't know. Oh, there it is. I guess I needed to kind of bend it. Yeah. Yay, it worked. And then you can put it on. So I have a little piece there, so I could probably just cut that little thing off. There. Okay. Now the other thing is when you have a foil, say like this, what I want to do is I can do the same idea. Just going to put it on a card. And then, so I just want to kind of paint this foil. So I just want this flower. So I'm just painting. I don't know how much to use. I'm kind of got a fair bit there. So I don't know if that's too much. Oh, don't breathe on it. Okay, so that's how much I've got on there. Okay, 1 sec. Okay, so I have it out of the lamp. So now, don't know if I can just peel it off or whether I should stick it. I'm just experimenting right now. Like, I don't know if this will actually work. I thought it would. Maybe I put too much or not enough on there. It is sticky. Oh, come on. Nope. It's sticky, it just won't come off. Maybe it's too thick. I thought it was a cool concept. Hang on. Okay, I actually got it to lift up, but I think I ripped it. So I didn't quite go all the way to the edges. So there. So let's try one more and see if that'll work. So I'm just gonna go to the edge. Make sure I'm going to the edge. There. It's pooling, that's what it is. It's what's that? Yeah, I don't think it likes this foil, or I'm putting too much on, but I'm just ripping it as it comes off, so it's a little bit of a shame. Maybe I'm just being too rough. But it kind of gives you an idea. You can play with them that way as well. And these ones. So I did a couple dots, and I think there's a better technique for this, so I'm going to have to do some more research. So this is just experimenting and playing, so don't be upset. I'll have to look at the lady's channel again, but I thought it was so cool. You know, sometimes when you're watching videos, they make it look so easy, and I'm like, how did you do that? And that's why I leave my bloopers and stuff in, that way you guys can see, you know. I'm not perfect. I'm just like everybody else. But it's kind of cool anyway. It's a neat idea. There's got to be an easier way to get these babies off than picking them off. So I'll do another video for you guys. And this idea here was pretty cool. I kind of like that. So anyway, so there's those. Let's go get on with things now. And then where's my top coat? Okay, now because these are foils and I've done them in gel, I don't have to use a sticky base coat. I can just go in. Actually, I should probably go in with base coat first. So let me just wipe that off. Base coat. So go in with base coat first, and then go in with your top coat. That way the top coat has something to stick to, and then you won't get any lifting. And make sure when you're top coating that you fully cap your edges, especially when you're working on a person like yourself or anybody else. You always want to make sure you cap your edges really well, because you don't want it to lift up on you. Because if you lift up, if it lifts up, I don't know if you're like me, but you'll pick at it until it comes off. So you don't want any loose edges. Now you can totally do this design if you want to just cut the strips, cure it, and then put the strips on and peel them off. That will totally work as well. I just wanted to see if it would work, putting them on wet gel and then putting them on. Okay, so we'll pop these in the lamp and be right back. Okay, so here they are. This is a fun idea. I think if you're going to do it, you have to be a little bit neater to do. This was fun as well. I really like it. And these are one of my favorites to do, is the scattered. Like at Christmas time, you can do that with all red, and you can kind of make it look like wrapping paper. It's really cool. So these are the ones that, see, and even you can tell the little bit difference on these, how the holographic kind of lost its touch, even though I used a water-based top coat and then my SC Speed Setter. But you can definitely see a big difference between the water-based one and the gel. So they both have their pros and cons. The air dry one is more versatile because you can use it on gel, you can use it on regular polish, you can use it on dip powders. So but the gel one, you can only use it on gel. Well, you can do it on regular polish and whatever, but you have to make sure your regular polish is super dry, like 100%. Otherwise it will crinkle and stuff. But anyway, that is some ideas to use gel polish and gel foil glue. Sorry my experiments weren't the best, but it was still kind of fun, at least to see a few different ways to use it. I'm going to research these guys a little more, and then I might possibly do a mani with it. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. That is gel polish and gel foil glue. stay tuned for swatch photos, and then of course Daisy and Pippa. I hope you guys are doing well and you are staying safe. And yeah, love you guys. And remember, be someone sparkle. Bye. Shh. Come here. Mommy's being a tease. Oh. Look how she holds them.
Yeah.